Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett and Sparky Van Devender at Parnassus Books. So, gang, it's been really hot. Do you feel like your brains are starting to melt and maybe drip out your ears just a tiny little bit? Well, maybe you would like to read something that's a little bit shorter, which is why today Sparky and I are focusing on short stories. We're going to start with Sparky's favorite, Filthy Animals. Filthy Animals by Brandon Taylor. Yeah, he was, but I washed him yesterday just for the Laydown Diaries. This book won the story prize. Lindsay's read it. She let me talk about it because I'm talking about short stories, but Lindsay approved. She says it's fabulous. And she also said that there is a lot of love for Maurice Carlos Ruffin's book, The Ones Who Don't Say They Love You. I love that title, The Ones Who Don't Say They Love You. More great stories. He's a friend of Mary Laura Philpott's. That's a terrific endorsement. Caitlin Macy, who's published a couple of really great books. This is her new collection of short stories, A Blind Corner. She has published these stories in the New Yorker and she's won an O. Henry Prize. And everybody's favorite author, Hilary Mantel, Learning to Talk, probably one of the top 3 greatest living writers walking the planet today. Her stories, many of them in the New Yorker. Lisa Taddeo, which one? Taddeo, sorry, that's why we have help. That's why we rely on our friends. And she wrote 3 Women, of course, and she has short stories, The Ghost Lover. She's very tough. What was the last book? Animal, also big favorite here at the Parnassus staff. And I'm throwing this in, even though they're not short stories, they're essays, but they read like short stories. This is Susan Orlean's terrific book, Animal, which on animals, boy, I'm getting all of the animal things. Here, let's do this. On animals, filthy animals. Okay, we're just getting Sparky's greatest hits. And to finish off Sparky's greatest hits today, Rae Ann is at Children's Institute. So we're each going to talk about a children's book, and Sparky's favorite, he's trying to get purchased, but the books are slippery, is Every Dog in the Neighborhood. And I just read this, and it's about a little boy and his grandma, and they're counting the number of dogs in the neighborhood, and they're going door to door. They're doing a dog census so they can start a dog park, and it's really fabulous. I just read the whole thing to Sparky. Look how he feels about it. Really good. Lindsay.
Okay, carrying on that theme of animals, on animals, filthy animals, counting dogs, I have a couple of nature books that I would like to talk about today. Coming out today, we have An Immense World by Ed Yong. You might recognize his name. He won a Pulitzer last year. Ed has been tirelessly reporting on the pandemic for The Atlantic for the last 2 years. He is an amazing writer, but he's really a science writer, and this is his book about animals and the sensory experience of animals. And I just want the pandemic to be over so Ed can go back to writing about animals and not the pandemic. But please pick up this book. Ed's a wonderful writer. Another book, I think this one came out last week, Pig Years by Ellen Gatiss. This one is from the perspective of a farmhand. It's a memoir, follows pig years and the lives of pigs. Out in paperback today, we have Finding the Mother Tree by Suzanne Simard. This was a huge bestseller last year. It is now out in a nice little paperback for you to get in touch with nature. And if you want to get in touch with like a whole different kind of nature, and I don't know if I fully am with you on this one, but Lapvona by Otessa Moshfegh, which is a novel set in medieval times and involves cannibalism. I don't know if we want that kind of nature, but hey, if that is your jam, we have signed copies for you. Check it out. Or if you just want to know what the discourse about this book is and want to see it for yourself, signed copies available today. And to fill in for Rae Ann, take a hard left from Lapvona, a picture book, A Seed Grows by Antoinette Portis. This is a beautiful little picture book with gorgeous illustrations about how seeds grow and plants are made. And up next, we've got Elyse talking to us about events and a couple more children's and YA books.
Hello, everyone. Okay, we have got a lot going on here. So, events this Wednesday, this Thursday, and then I'm going to briefly talk about next Wednesday and next Thursday. So this Wednesday, in store, 6:30, Ron York. You might know him. He has owned a gallery here. He is an award-winning author, and he's talking about his trilogy. So this is King Peeper, and Peeper's Revenge, and Peeper's Atonement. And these are, you know, secrets unfolding. They're really fun. They're really engaging. They're really Ron, who we love. So please come tomorrow. Go online and register for Ron York tomorrow, in store 6:30. Then on Thursday, we are hosting CJ Redwine. So if you're hearing this, please go ahead, get online, register. This is going to be also another incredible event. This is The Rise of the Vicious Princess. And the princess, this is a young adult novel, and the princess is brought up to be cunning and sly, but she's just trying to hold the kingdom together until they can find a pathway to peace. It's so exciting. It's really fun. CJ Redwine, Thursday, 6:30. And while I'm talking about young adult, I am doing this for Rae Ann. This is The Loophole, Naz Katoub, and this is a queer Muslim identity book. It's globe-trotting, it's magic, it's really engaging and wonderful for young adults. And another young adult book, This Wicked Fate. This is Kaylin Bayron, and this is the author from The Poison Heart and Cinderella is Dead, another really exciting young adult novel. And then just very quickly, I want to talk about next week, because next Wednesday, we have Jay Wellens. So Jay is a doctor here in Nashville, and we love Jay. And again, this is filling up really quickly. So if you're listening to this and you would love to come, which you should, to hear Jay, who, by the way, is in conversation with Ann Patchett. He will be here next Wednesday, 6:30 in store. And then next Thursday, 6:30 in store, we have Rabbi Rami Shapiro, and so many of you know and love him. He is so brilliant, so compelling, really engaging speaker and writer. And this is Judaism without tribalism. So he will be here. This is Rami Shapiro, 6:30 next Thursday. All of these are free, but you have to get online and register. I hope to see you at all these events. Pick up all of these incredible books. Remember, shop local. Thanks for supporting Parnassus.